Hey, what's up, guys? Mike Patrick, and in this video, I want to talk about how the application of knowledge is power. Now, we always hear about how knowledge is power, okay? If you have been on this planet long enough, you have heard the phrase knowledge is power, okay? It becomes real cheesy, all right? Real corny. Knowledge is power. All right. The thing about it is, we know that it's a very true statement, okay? Knowledge is power. But I'm going to take it a step further by saying that while knowledge is power, you do have to know things, and then the more you know, okay, the more you have the potential to apply what you know, okay? So therefore, it's no good if you don't apply what you know, all right? Now, how do we prove what I'm saying to be true in our everyday lives? Most of us, okay? Most of us know certain things. We grasp certain things. We comprehend certain things really early on. It's drilled into our heads. It's drilled into our minds, okay? And yet and still, though we know these things, okay? Though we are able to, embody the knowledge and the information, we still don't apply certain things to our lives. Therefore, we do nothing with the knowledge. Therefore, knowing the knowledge is pointless, okay? It's not helping us at all. That's the problem with completely being an intellectual is some people do spend their entire lives learning information that they can't use, okay? Or if it's information that they can use, if some of the information is information that can be used to that can actually add value to your life and help make this experience here a better experience, then and a experience that we maximize as much of our potential as we can, then we have to actually use what we learn, okay? Now, so how many of us, for example, ever since we were younger, right? We all know that eating healthy is good for us, okay? And it keeps us what? Healthy, strong, okay, and able, right? We all know this. There's no one that's a certain age. By the time you 10, you understand that idea. You comprehend that. You grasp that. Yet and still, how many of us don't apply that knowledge? Okay? It's not like we don't know that we need to eat fruits and vegetables and exercise and different practices in order to maintain good health, okay? We all know this. We all grasp that idea, but or that information, that knowledge. But how many of us apply it, right? So therefore, that knowledge does us no good. All right. So what happens is it's more so about being a disciplined person. See, I'm not the smartest person in the world. I don't even necessarily consider myself to be. I don't consider myself to be uh, even in the upper, the upper tier of intelligence. Okay. It's just. But one thing I can say about myself, and Will Smith actually said something along the lines of this. So I don't want to make it seem like it's completely an original thought. I don't even think there is any such thing as an original thought. I just think, a lot of, especially things that make sense and that are good to know, we draw that wisdom, and then the best thing we can do to bring it across originally is, we put it in our own words. We we articulate ourselves in a special manner to bring forth the same message, okay? But the thing is, Will Smith was saying, you may be smarter than me, you may be bigger than me, you may be stronger than me, but one thing that you're not going to do that I can control is you're not going to. Is that what he was talking about? Was he was using the analogy of being on a treadmill, and someone might have, they might seem to have more endurance, they may be faster, they may be stronger, but they don't have his. They didn't. He was saying that you're not going to have more will than me. Okay, those things I can't control, but what I can control, I'm going to control it to the best of my ability. And so he was saying his will, okay, his discipline wouldn't allow him to get off of a treadmill before someone else, okay, that's beside him. Okay, so that's all about discipline. So sometimes it's not about knowing the most, okay? Because how many people know a lot, but it's either information that can't add value to their life, they just know it. It boosts their IQ to know it. They maybe will win a game of Jeopardy, and I guess if you win Jeopardy, win a lot of money, then it can add value to your life, and you can, I guess, live a better life in terms of finances. But you know what I mean. A lot of stuff, you know, is irrelevant to know. You can't apply it to your current day life necessarily. So it's not about knowing the most. It's about what you know. The contents of what you know, and then if it's good stuff to know, it's about having the discipline to apply it to your life. So we all know that we need to exercise. How many people know that it's healthy for you to exercise and it's good for you to exercise, but still don't have the discipline and the willpower to be able to exercise, right? How many people know that you need fruits and vegetables and to make certain choices? You need to put certain things in your body, okay, to maintain your body a certain type of way. How many of us know this? We have the knowledge of this, but don't have the discipline and the will, okay, to apply it. All right, and make changes in our lives and see changes in our lives in this regards of our health and well-being. Okay, so guys, you know, a lot of things I say is it seems to be common sense, but really it's a lot of people, especially generations, the generation that I'm in, and down, and even actually older generations. There is a large pocket of, with a lot of times what we consider when with certain people deemed to be common sense is not all that common sometimes, guys. Okay, and what I like to do is I like to take really wise things, okay, good things, okay, things that we can apply to our lives that can help shape us mentally, physically, and spiritually. And then, thus, if we better ourselves in those regards, then we are an attribute to a community of people. Thus, we make the whole better, okay? And with that said, a lot of older people, okay, and when I say older, it doesn't necessarily mean your age, but it means a mentality that's old, okay? I understand that, there's a lot of different reasons why people don't receive messages well, okay, certain messages well, and why people don't receive certain messages well from certain people. So the thing is, the older we are, the more we're set in our ways, the more that we have an older mentality, the more we are concrete in our ways, okay, and we're less receptive. So a lot of these things may very well be common sense to enough people, but the people that I'm targeting, to be honest with you, anyone can listen to my content and my videos, but the people that I really have in mind are younger people. And I'm a young man myself, okay? So, but the thing is, people who have no hangups as far as who they're getting the message from and all that, long as they're getting it. So, like children, people my children's age, and then thinking about how one day I will be an elder, right? And the things that I do and say today will be uh, responsible and helpful one way or another, or at least influential one way or another, in how they come up, okay? So obviously the cleaner the slate, the easier it is to form something, right? Okay. You don't want something that's already formed and try to shape it a certain way. So with that said, you know, younger people, if they can, we can start teaching them earlier and earlier about their health, about different sciences and spiritualities and things like that. It's easier for them to grasp it having a blanker slate than an older people or people who don't have the mentality to be able to change a certain type of way. Okay, guys. So uh, that's what it's more so about. So a lot of things I say is like 101. You know, it's like 101 for a lot of people. You know, it's things I say that may be, to you it may be common sense, but to a 5, 6 year old, they have to learn these things. They have to begin to learn these things at some point. Okay? So while there's things that I could talk about that are a little bit more advanced a lot of times, okay, I don't, because like I said, that's who I'm trying to reach. So I try to keep things simple. Plus, no matter how old you are, keeping things simple is always better for people who don't have any base level of understanding about certain things. And if you do, I'm sorry if I might bore you sometimes, okay? Uh, my content might not be at the level for somebody who's at the level for someone who's already at a certain level, all right? So hopefully this was a helpful video, guys. Apply that knowledge that you learn, okay? Work on your discipline and willpower and things of that nature. That's where the spiritual component comes in at, and then you can apply certain things to your life that will add value to yourself and your life. All right, guys, peace.